Hey, what's going on, everybody? Saturday morning, and we got to work on this thing today. We have to take and put this in. This is my power steering cooler, because the one on here got broke during the wreck. It's leaking. Right back in there, you won't be able to see till after I get the screen off. But it looks like it's going to be a fun job. So the first thing we got to do is get this screen off, which entails those little bolts there and across the top, and that way we can access it. But you can see where it's cracked and leaking right there. Flex that little joint, and it's been just dripping down onto my bumper and leaking all week, so we got to get that fixed so we can continue to drive without making too big of a mess. Well, change of plans. I couldn't get the screen off, so there's back here's there's a nut, their bolt thing right there. Had to take the nut off of there. We got another one that holds it right over here, so we're gonna have to take it off. And then we got to go up top and loosen it all off, and we'll see what happens. Alright, well, we was able to get part of this windscreen off, so we got this nut right here we got to get off, but it's got a bolt head on the other side that keeps spinning, so we had to get in here where we could do that. Still can't really see exactly where the crack is, but the crack is right up in here. Alright, we got it loosened off and dangling here. So what I did is right over here, pretty sure it's at this solder joint that whenever they hit me, it flexed that enough that it popped that joint loose, and that's where it's leaking. You can see the oil getting on my finger right there. So that's why we're having to replace this. And next we got to pop the hood. So where this line is, it comes through. Well, I'm not sure which direction to travel it goes, but I don't know if it's going up or down, but it's coming through here, goes down, makes that little deal, goes in there, catches air, comes back through, and ties in right here. So we got to loosen off here, we got to take it off up here. Yeah, you know, these two clamps right here. So we're gonna have to get our oil jug out and start pulling it off. I had planned on trying to get the shop to do all this, but because I got to take it in there, they forgot to seal up where an old plate was, so I got a little transmission leak, excuse me. And they said they weren't gonna have time to do it, so I had my wife go pick up the parts that I'd already ordered. And so yeah, we're gonna do this ourselves, and I think this, you know, the parts themselves was like $410 for those 3 pieces. And then, you know, I've still got some power steering fluid here, and then I think it charges out at like 2-hour job. So yeah, we're gonna charge all that back to the insurance company for having to do this ourselves. Now, when messing with all these, you want to be real careful, not just yanking on these. You just want to get hold and lightly try to spin them around. I got to tighten my pliers up. I'm gonna just kind of start wiggling it back and forth. Loosen up that seal. You don't want to start prying and just jolting, because you don't really want to break your reservoir, because then that just costs more money. So we got it loose. We're going to start trying to lower it down now. Alright, we got that down there towards the bottom. We're going to leave that hang like that till we get this cracked off. That way we can just try to minimize any messes we got. And I mean, we got my big catch basin down there, but it's still going to make quite a bit of mess, because it's going to come off here, it's going to hit here, it's going to run down, and it's going to get all over everything. Alright, so we got that loosened off. You can see it's starting to drip down in there. Just gonna pull that off, let it do its thing. When it gets down to that catch basin, just do everything nice and slow. Biggest issue is going to be this up here. So, all right, we got her out. It took some finagling. Yeah, you can see these pipes are put together. I can't tell exactly where it is till I clean it up, but yeah, right through here somewhere it flexed and started leaking. And you say, oh well, that looks like a repair job. You look on these new ones, it's the same type of stuff where it puts them together. So all right, so we got the new one sitting there in place. We got it there, got it sitting right there. We got to crawl up underneath there and put those bolts back in. Then we're going to fill it back up with hydraulic fluid. When I do that, I'm leave this one cracked open so that it'll flow through there and bleed it all out, and that way less air bubbles. All right guys, we got her all put back together. We had to put a pull noodle right there to keep those from rubbing together on each other. Got her all bled through and filled back up. Now we're fixing to be on our next adventure, so we'll show you all that here. Sorry about the lawnmower noise, but yeah, we're fixing to start a new project, and that'll be on the next video. So hope you all enjoy. Y'all have a good one.